Hi everybody, and welcome to the pro lesson on how to do Tightline eyeliner. Here's a list of items that you'll need to create this look. First, you'll need a highly pigmented cake liner or eyeshadow that can be used wet or dry. Preferably one that can be used wet, since you really want a high pigmented finish with this look. Second, you'll need a flat eyeliner brush with synthetic bristles. You need synthetic bristles because you'll be using the brush wet and you'll be moving it around on the cake, and you really don't want something that's too soft like a natural bristled brush. Third, you'll need a cake eyeliner sealer or activator. Laura Mercier makes one, and so does La Femme. And here's the website for that here. As you can see, it is quite affordable. It comes in a 0.5 fluid ounce size, and essentially it will last you an eternity since you only really need to use a small amount. The most important thing while doing the Tightline is to load your brush properly, and this takes a little bit of practice because depending on what type of liquid you're using in conjunction with your cake liner, it's going to create a slightly different texture. But what you're looking for is something that isn't really runny, but that is pigmented enough to really get into the lash line. So what I normally do is take a little bit of the liquid or the activator. I personally use the Cake Eyeline Sealer from La Femme. Can you see that here? And I think it's about $3. I'm not sure. I'll post a little more information about that later. But it's a really good value, and it does the same thing as the Laura Mercier activator, but for a lot less. And then you're just going to pick up a little bit of the liquid on your brush, and you're going to work it into a small area of your cake liner, and to really create a thick but not dry liquid there. Now that we have a properly loaded brush, making sure that the tip is nice and pointed, we're going to lift the eyelid with one finger very gently and just wiggle and press and wiggle the brush into the lash line. What we're doing here is closing up that space between the lash line and your eyeliner that you may or may not have on the top. You can do this look without any other eye makeup on, and it really just emphasizes the shape of your eye without having to have any dark liner or looking like you really have any makeup on. Essentially what you're doing is filling the spaces between the lashes, which makes the lashes also look a lot fuller and thicker, even if you don't have any mascara on. However, I do recommend that you do a couple coats there to just kind of complete the look. A few tips to make this a little bit easier. If you don't have a steady hand, make sure that you rest your elbows on a table and kind of use that as a little bit of leverage to get into the lash line. Second, you don't want the liquid to be too watery, or it might bleed into the eyes and irritate your eyes, and that's not what you want. You really want to make sure that you have a nice creamy texture on the eyeliner, but you don't want it too dry because otherwise it won't apply nicely. Third, you might want to consider using mascara with this look as well. It really helps to give the eyes a nice open look without having a lot of eye makeup on. This is a really easy trick to make your eyes look more open without using a lot of makeup. This tutorial was actually inspired by several of my friends who recently went to have a Laura Mercier makeover and walked away with the cake liner, the flat liner brush, and the activator, and are doing quite well actually on their own, but I wanted to make sure that I put a few tips out there for them just in case they had any questions. Again, you can always email me at jen@cosmeticmonster.com if you have more questions about how to do the tight eyeliner. Okay, have a great day. Bye.